Imagine a pilot, guided by curiosity, venturing where no one has gone, a place of infinite mystery, a black hole, not an end but a doorway where light bends, time stretches, and the universe hides its deepest secrets. This is the story of the pilot who touched a black hole, and what he found changed everything. His name was Captain James Jim Hartley, a male pilot whose name echoed through the spaceports of the early 22nd century. In 2105, humanity had stretched beyond Earth, building orbital stations and lunar outposts, but the stars still held their secrets. Jim was 38, a man with a weathered smile and eyes that sparkled with the thrill of exploration. He'd grown up in a small town in Colorado where he'd spent nights stargazing, dreaming of the day he'd fly among them. His childhood was filled with books on astronomy, models of rockets hanging from his ceiling, and endless questions about what lay beyond the horizon. As a young man, he joined the Interstellar Survey Corps, rising through the ranks with missions that tested his skills, mapping asteroid belts, surveying distant moons, and even rescuing a stranded crew from a comet's tail. I can picture him in the cockpit of his ship, the Nova Scout, his hands steady on the controls, guiding it through asteroid fields with a grace that earned him respect from colleagues and admiration from aspiring pilots. Jim wasn't just a pilot, he was a seeker, driven by a question that burned in his heart. What lies beyond the light? That curiosity had led him to study black holes in his spare time, poring over holographic simulations and scientific journals, fascinated by their enigmatic pull. That question led him to a discovery that would change everything. In 2104, astronomers detected a rogue black hole, designation BH117, drifting near the Oort cloud at the edge of our solar system. Unlike stable black holes anchored by stars, this one moved unpredictably, its gravitational pull warping space-time in ways never seen before. The scientific community buzzed with theories. Could it be a gateway to another dimension? A remnant of the Big Bang, or a key to unlocking unlimited energy? The black hole's presence sparked debates in research stations across the Moon and Mars, with scientists collaborating across borders to understand its path. The Interstellar Survey Corps saw an opportunity and launched Project Horizon, a mission to study BH117 up close. Jim was the natural choice to lead. His record flawless, his spirit unafraid. The Nova Scout was outfitted with experimental sensors to measure gravitational waves, a reinforced hull made of advanced alloys to withstand the tidal forces, and a quantum drive to navigate the black hole's influence without being pulled in prematurely. The team briefed him in a sterile conference room on the lunar base, holographic projections showing the black hole's simulated path, its event horizon glowing like a forbidden doorway. They discussed the risks in detail. The event horizon's pull could distort time, the unknown effects of crossing it might challenge the ship's integrity, and there was the chance he might not return, lost to the singularity's embrace. But Jim's response was simple and sincere. If we don't look, we'll never know. I imagine him preparing, checking his equipment one last time, feeling the weight of history on his shoulders, yet lightened by the thrill of the chase. The mission wasn't about conquest or danger. It was about understanding, about reaching out to the universe with open hands and an open mind. The launch day, March 15, 2105, was a moment of unity. From lunar observatories to Earth's remaining green valleys, people watched via holoscreens, their hopes riding wit to Jim. Families gathered in living rooms, children wide-eyed at the prospect of touching the unknown. Scientists huddled in labs, analyzing live feeds. The Nova Scout stood on its pad, a sleek arrow of silver and blue, its engines humming with potential. The hull etched with the Corps' emblem, a stylized star encircled by a ring, symbolizing endless exploration. I can hear the countdown, T-10, 8, echoing through the control room, voices steady with anticipation, each number ticking down like a heartbeat. 7, 6, 5. Jim settled into his seat, the cockpit's glow reflecting in his eyes, his fingers tracing the controls like old friends. 4, 3, 2. A hush fell over the watchers, the air thick with expectation. 1. Ignition. The ship lifted off, a trail of fire against the black sky, soaring past the moon and into the void. The journey to BH117 took months, the Nova Scout gliding through the silent expanse, its crew of automated drones collecting data on cosmic rays, nebulae remnants, and distant comets. Jim spent those days in contemplation, recording logs about the stars' steady shine, the profound silence of space, and the black hole growing larger on his screens, a dark circle framed by a halo of light, pulling him closer with every heartbeat. He reviewed the mission parameters daily, running simulations that showed the black hole's gravitational lensing, how light from behind it bent into rings, creating illusions of multiple images. The anticipation built, a mix of excitement and quiet reflection. As Jim pondered the questions that had driven humanity for centuries, what is the nature of reality, and what role do we play in it? In those quiet moments, Jim thought of his family back on Earth, his sister, raising her kids in a bustling orbital station, and his late mentor, who'd taught him that the stars were for everyone to explore, not to fear. The black hole wasn't a threat, it was an invitation, a puzzle waiting to be solved. As the Nova Scout approached, the ship's sensors picked up anomalies, gravity waves rippling like invisible tides, light bending in unexpected patterns. Jim marveled at the accretion disk, a swirling ring of plasma glowing with hues of red and gold, a cosmic fire that whispered secrets of the universe. He adjusted the quantum drive, feeling the ship's response like an old friend, ready for the unknown. The call to the void was answered with curiosity, not trepidation, and Jim was at peace with whatever lay ahead. As the Nova Scout closed in on BH-117, the black hole revealed its majesty in layers of revelation. The event horizon loomed like a perfect sphere of darkness, surrounded by a luminous accretion disk that spun with hypnotic grace, particles accelerating to speeds that painted the void in vivid strokes. Jim watched from the cockpit, his breath steady as the universe's canvas unfolded before him, the ship's instruments humming with data that streamed in like a symphony of numbers and graphs. The gravity tugged gently at first, a subtle pull that warped the starlight into curved arcs, creating a kaleidoscope of colors, blues shifting to violets, reds deepening to crimson, each bend a testament to the black hole's power. I can imagine him leaning forward, his eyes wide with wonder, as the sensors recorded the phenomenon, capturing every fluctuation in the gravitational field. The black hole wasn't a monster lurking in the shadows. It was a marvel, a natural wonder shaped by the universe's laws, inviting observation and respect. The approach took days, the ship navigating the gravitational field with precision, each maneuver a dance between technology and nature. Jim calibrated the quantum drive meticulously, feeling the vibrations through the hull as it countered the pull, the engines whispering adjustments in real time. The accretion disk glowed brighter with proximity, particles accelerating to near light speeds, emitting bursts of radiation that the shields deflected with ease, converting the energy into useful power for the ship. Systems. He recorded every detail in his logs, how the light from distant stars bent around the horizon, forming rings of mirrored images, a cosmic illusion that made the black hole seem like a portal to infinity, reflecting galaxies in endless loops. In his logs, Jim described the silence, broken only by the ship's soft beeps, and the sense of peace that washed over him. "It's beautiful," he said, his voice calm and filled with awe, like staring into the eye of creation, where everything begins and ends in harmony. As he edged closer, the time dilation effects began, clocks on the ship ticking slower than those back home, a reminder of the black hole's power to stretch moments into eternities, allowing him to observe phenomena that would otherwise flash by in an instant. The automated drones deployed probes, their signals fading as they neared the horizon, sending back data on the singularity's behavior, each bite a piece of the puzzle. Jim marveled at the teamwork, human ingenuity meeting the universe's grand design. No conflict, just collaboration. No fear gripped him, instead a profound fascination, as the abyss called him forward with a gentle, inviting whisper. With each kilometer gained, the pull strengthened, the ship's systems adapting with clever algorithms developed by teams on Earth, who followed his progress with bated breath. Jim thought of the scientists back on Earth, eagerly awaiting his transmissions, their theories waiting to be tested and refined. The black hole's shadow grew, its darkness absolute yet rimmed with a glow that promised secrets hidden in plain sight. He adjusted his course, the Nova Scout responding smoothly, a testament to engineering and curiosity. This was the edge of knowledge, and Jim was honored to stand there, his heart full of questions ready to be answered. As the horizon drew nearer, Jim conducted experiments, releasing nanobots to map the gravitational contours, their paths curving in elegant spirals that revealed the black hole's shape. He pondered the paradoxes, how something so dark could bend light so beautifully, how a point of infinite density could hold the keys to the universe's birth. The accretion disk's heat radiated through the shields, a warm embrace rather than a threat, and Jim felt a connection, as if the black hole was alive, a cosmic entity sharing its story. The approach was a lesson in patience, each day bringing new insights. building the curiosity that fueled his mission. The moment arrived as the Nova Scout neared the event horizon, that invisible boundary where light itself could not escape. As Jim flipped the final switch, the quantum drive humming to its peak, and the ship crossed into the unknown. Time seemed to slow, the stars outside stretching into infinite lines, colors blending into a spectrum no human eye had seen. I can almost feel the calm that enveloped him, the universe unfolding in ways words fail to describe, each moment a gift of revelation. Inside the black hole, the laws of physics danced in harmony, revealing layers of reality hidden from the outside world. The event horizon passed without fanfare. No thunder, no shake, just a gentle shift as gravity embraced the ship, the exterior cameras showing the horizon receding like a closed door behind them. Jim watched as the universe compressed into a bright ring above, a halo of all that lay beyond, while the singularity below remained veiled, a point of infinite potential. The ship's systems held steady, the reinforced hull humming softly as data flooded the screens, measurements of space-time curvature, glimpses of the singularity's heart where matter and energy converged in elegant equations. Jim felt a profound connection, as if the universe was sharing its deepest secrets, revealing the interconnected threads that wove stars, planets, and life together. Colors swirled in the cockpit's displays, patterns of light that hinted at other dimensions, echoes of distant galaxies resonating in harmony. He recorded it all, his voice steady with awe. It's not an end, it's a beginning, a canvas where the cosmos paints its masterpieces. The time dilation intensified, minutes on the ship equating to hours or days outside, allowing Jim to observe phenomena that would otherwise be fleeting. Gravity waves rippling like gentle waves on a pond, quantum foam bubbling at the edge of reality, each bubble a universe in miniature. The damage was minimal, the ship's design proving resilient, and Jim marveled at the peace within the chaos. The black hole's interior a realm of balance rather than turmoil. No danger loomed. Instead, a sense of peace like floating in an ocean of stars, the fabric of existence cradling him gently. In that timeless space, Jim contemplated his life, the flights he'd taken, the friends he'd made, the questions that drove him from his Colorado hometown to this cosmic threshold. The crossing was a bridge, not a barrier, and he emerged with a deeper understanding of the cosmos's elegance, the way black holes served as architects of galaxies, recycling matter in an eternal dance. He spent what felt like hours, though time lost meaning, running experiments, the drones collecting samples of the warped space, each data point a step toward unraveling the mysteries of dark energy and gravity. The black hole whispered its history, a story of stellar collapse and rebirth, and Jim listened, his curiosity satiated yet ignited anew. As the ship navigated the interior, Jim noted the subtle shifts, the way light from the accretion disk filtered through, casting ethereal glows on the controls, the sensation of weightlessness amplified by the singularity's pull. He pondered the paradoxes of physics, how something so powerful could be so serene, a testament to the universe's balance. The experience was transformative. Deep within the black hole's embrace, Jim experienced the heart of wonder, a symphony of cosmic secrets unfolding around him. The singularity approached, but instead of oblivion, it offered a revelation, a glimpse into the universe's origins, where time and space converged in harmony. Light folded into visions of the Big Bang, stars being born from primordial clouds, galaxies colliding in slow motion like dancers in a grand ballet. I imagine his eyes widening as the data streamed in, showing connections between distant points, shortcuts through space-time that could revolutionize travel and communication. The ship's sensors captured it all, waves of gravity rippling like music through the void, quantum particles dancing in harmony with the singularity's rhythm. Jim saw parallels to life on Earth, the way ecosystems intertwined in delicate balances, communities supporting each other through challenges, much like the black hole's role in the cosmos. The black hole, far from a void, was a hub of creation, recycling matter and energy in an eternal cycle that birthed new stars and planets. He felt a surge of insight, ideas flooding his mind, new theories on wormholes that could connect distant worlds, ways to harness gravity for sustainable power sources that could light entire cities with clean energy. The Nova Scout maneuvered through the currents, its drive adapting to the flow like a fish in a stream, each adjustment revealing more about the universe's architecture. Jim's logs overflowed with descriptions, the colors of compressed light shifting in hypnotic patterns, the sensation of time as a flexible thread that could be woven into new possibilities. It was a moment of pure joy, a conversation with the universe where questions met answers in perfect equilibrium. No threats disrupted the peace. Instead, the black hole shared its wisdom freely, a generous teacher to a curious student. Jim realized that touching it wasn't about conquest or overcoming. It was about partnership, understanding the role of humanity in the grand tapestry of existence, where every atom connected to the stars. The revelation changed him, filling him with a renewed sense of purpose and a deeper appreciation for the delicate balance that governed all things. As the experience deepened, Jim contemplated the implications. The black hole is a mirror, reflecting the universe's history and future. He saw visions of potential timelines, branches where humanity explored in harmony with the cosmos, fostering growth rather than exploitation. The heart of wonder beat strongly, a pulse that echoed in his own heartbeat, reminding him that curiosity was the key to unlocking the universe's gifts. In those extended moments, Jim conducted further analyses, the ship's AI collaborating to model the singularity's behavior, revealing patterns that could predict cosmic events light years away. The wonder grew. Emerging from the black hole, the Nova Scout sailed back into familiar space, its hull intact, its databanks brimming with treasures from the abyss. He plotted a course home, the event horizon fading behind like a closed door, its glow welcoming him back. The return journey was quiet, giving him time to process the experience, his mind buzzing with possibilities and a profound sense of gratitude. Upon arrival, Earth welcomed him with open arms, the Interstellar Survey Corps hailing his success as a milestone in exploration. The data he brought back sparked a renaissance. Scientists analyzed the gravitational models, leading to breakthroughs in quantum communication and energy harvesting. Jim shared his story in lectures across the solar system, his voice carrying the wonder of the black hole, inspiring a generation of explorers to approach the unknown with respect and curiosity. He collaborated with teams on Mars and the Moon, turning his visions into practical innovations, fostering international partnerships that bridged cultural divides. The black hole's touch had changed him, not through harm, but through enlightenment, reminding everyone of the universe's generosity and the importance of harmony and discovery. Jim found joy in mentoring young pilots, passing on the lessons of patience and awe, watching as they embarked on their own missions. The return wasn't an end. It was a new chapter. Narrator, as years passed, Jim's insights led to new technologies, ships that navigated gravity wells with ease, observatories that peered deeper into the cosmos. He often returned to his Colorado roots, stargazing with nieces and nephews, sharing the story of the black hole as a tale of friendship with the stars. The experience enriched his life. Narrator. The data continued to yield surprises, with simulations showing potential for interstellar bridges, fostering an era of peaceful exploration. Jim's return was celebrated, a beacon for all who dreamed of the stars. Years later, Jim retired to a quiet orbital home, watching the stars with a contentment born of wonder, his logs becoming bestsellers that captivated readers with tales of the black hole's grace. Humanity advanced, quantum drives improved with his data, and interstellar travel flourished, all thanks to the insights from his touch. Jim often reflected on that day, and that's the story of Captain Jim Hartley, the pilot who touched a black hole. It's a reminder that the unknown holds beauty, not fear, and that one person's curiosity can light the way for us all. This is a work of sci-fi, a flight of imagination. Touching a black hole is impossible in reality, so let's not judge it by those rules. Just enjoy the dream. What did you think of Jim's adventure? Would you venture that close? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love reading them. If this story moved you, give it a like, share it with someone who loves sci-fi, and subscribe to join me for more tales of the stars. Until next time, keep dreaming big, because the universe is full of possibilities, waiting for us to reach out and claim them.